Support also comes from Taliesin Preservation, whose event season begins with Ensemble Dal Niente. Let us know.
Good afternoon. We'll call this City Plan Commission meeting to order, and we'll take the roll. Kevin, Joe, Kim, Elise, Taylor,
Here.
Braden, and Joe is here. All right, we have quorum. All right, so if everybody please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance, if you are able.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
All right, and item 3, if anybody has any potential conflicts of interest that they would like to bring up, now is the time. Calling again, any conflicts of interest? All right. And moving on to, we're looking for an approval for the minutes from the May 12th, 2026 Plan Commission.
So moved. Second.
We had the motion by Braden, a second by Kim. And all those in favor?
Aye.
All those opposed? All right, that carries. Now we are moving on to, we have a public hearing regarding application for conditional use permit with exceptions by Macy Yang to operate a claw machine arcade located at 931 North 8th Street. Is anyone looking to speak on this item? Go ahead. Can you go up to the podium? Just introduce yourself.
My name is Macy Yang. I am the owner of Call Lounge LLC, and we wanted to bring a Call Lounge arcade to downtown Sheboygan.
Great, thank you very much. Is anybody wishing to be heard for this public hearing? Calling again, anybody wishing to be heard? Looking to close the public hearing? And a motion by Braden and a second by Joe. And that motion,
To close the hearing?
do we have to vote on that as well?
Yep.
Oh, all those in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed? All right, that public hearing is closed. And now we're moving on to item number 6, public hearing regarding application for conditional use permit with exceptions by Mill Brew Holdings to construct and operate a 7 brew located at parcel number 592-814-70505. Is anybody wishing to be heard? Anybody wishing to be heard? And last call, anybody wishing to be heard? All right, I've been looking for a motion to close the public hearing.
Motion to close the hearing. Second.
All right, motion made and carried. All those in favor of closing the public hearing?
Aye.
All those opposed? The ayes have it. That public hearing is closed. Moving on to item number 7. The public hearing allowing interested parties to be heard relative to a proposed amendment to the City of Sheboygan's official zoning map. The purpose of the amendment is to change the use district classification of property located at 2040 North Avenue, parcel number 592-816-29560, from Class Urban Industrial to Urban Commercial classification. Is anybody wishing to be heard on this item? Go ahead.
My name's Anthony Tislaw, the owner of the property at 2040 North Avenue. We also have our proposed tenant, Stephen Baker. I'll let him introduce himself after us, but that property's been urban industrial for forever, and we have a new tenant that didn't fit underneath that classification, so just looking to change to urban commercial.
Thank you.
Hello, my name is Stephen Baker. I'm the founder of Fundamentals LLC. We're a youth servicing agency with a private school serving kids with special needs. We just, as Tony said, we're looking to get the space zoned for usage.
Great, thank you.
No problem.
Is anyone else wishing to be heard on this item? Anyone else wishing to be heard? All right, looking for a motion to close the public hearing?
So moved.
All right, motion is made and seconded. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed? All right, the ayes have it. That public hearing is closed. Moving on to the items for discussion and possible action. Item number 8, we have an application for conditional use permit by Claw Lounge LLC to operate an indoor entertainment facility located at 931 North 8th Street. Staff report.
The proposed use features claw machines, arcade-style games, and a small lounge area. The projected number of employees is approximately 5 to 10, and daily customers approximately 50 to 100.
Thank you. Is there any further discussion on this item? Any further discussion?
Move to approve. Second.
All right, that motion has been made. All those in favor?
Aye. Aye.
And the ayes have it. Oh, I apologize. And all those opposed? The chair votes aye, and the ayes have it. That motion is approved. Moving on to item number 9, we have an application for conditional use permit with exceptions by Mill Brew Holdings to construct and operate a 7 Brew located at 3715 Washington Avenue. Is there any additional report?
The site is part of 3715 Washington Avenue and is a vacant parking lot that was used for semi-trailer parking. The proposed use is a drive-through coffee shop with 2 drive-through lanes. Proposed 813 square foot building with an additional cooler building.
Thank you. Is there any further discussion on this? All right, looking for a motion? Second. All right, the motion has been made and seconded. All those in favor?
Aye.
And all those opposed? Chair votes aye, and the ayes have it. That is approved. Moving on to item number 10, architectural review of a proposed 7 Brew located at 3715 Washington Avenue. Report?
The site is currently vacant. The proposed 7 Brew will be a single-story, 530 square foot coffee shop and a 280 square foot standalone cooler building.
Thank you. Any other additional comments or questions? Any other comments or questions?
Do we have a representative?
Sorry, one second. Turning it. Oh, you're on Susie, okay.
If you could ask it again.
Yeah, could you ask that one more?
Do we have a representative from the application here? You could maybe come to the podium for some questions, please.
And please just introduce yourself.
You bet. Kevin Schmolt, a partner with Mill Brew Holdings, and Eric Druskowski with Excel Engineering, who's our engineer architect is here. Engineering firm and architectural firm is here as well.
Thank you.
Great, thanks.
Joe, go ahead.
My first question was on the dumpster enclosure. The site package references to see architectural, but the architectural isn't part of our package. It looked as if it's a CMU enclosure. Is that correct?
I think in this site plan, we're using CMU, we're using prefabricated.
This one was.
This one would be prefabricated. Eric Drazkowski, 100 Camelot Drive, Excel Engineering. This one would be prefabricated materials to match the existing buildings materials.
So prefab of what?
The modular brick siding with the Nichiha modular.
So it's a Nichiha over a steel frame or?
It would be over a steel frame, yes. Yep.
Okay. And the cap on that?
Yes, there would be a cap at the top, exactly. That's the traditional.
Prefinished metal?
Yep.
Okay. And then on the Nichiha panels, the modern brick, I'm assuming that the joints between the different brick materials are flashed and separated, and that's happening at a actual brick joint, so to speak. The rendering, the hatch pattern showed it that those joints were mid-brick. Just wanted to get clarification on how that spacing is intended to work.
Ever been asked? I'm not sure.
Yeah, I don't know that specific answer. I'm the site engineer, but I've never been asked that question. I guess, what are you looking to see there? What are you looking for?
My hope is that at least the horizontal transition between the different colors is happening at an actual panel joint, so you get the full courses of brick, or the fake brick, appearing to be brick, rather than slicing them in half with a flashing joint in between.
Okay.
But the hatch pattern on your renderings was showing it right in the middle of a brick.
Sure. Okay, so the request is to have a full brick.
Yeah.
Like in this detail in this photo, it breaks at a full brick.
It breaks it in a full brick? Mm-hmm. It would, yeah, the photo of the existing, because they come as modular buildings, right, is full brick.
Yeah, I've never noticed it not. I feel like that would jump out to me if it wasn't, but we'll confirm.
Yeah, I'm assuming it's between panels, which would then be on-coursing rather than cutting it.
Right.
Yep.
Okay, thanks for that clarification. No further questions for me.
Thank you very much. Is there any other comments or questions from the commission? Kim?
How much coffee gets served after 9 p.m. at night, seeing that your hours are till 10 or 11 p.m.?
Yeah, it's a fair amount, enough to warrant staying open for business. In addition to coffee, the other beverages offered include smoothies, some ice cream-based drinks, teas, sodas, flavored energy drinks. So it does taper, but we do maintain a pretty consistent traffic until closing.
Thank you.
Thank you. Any other comments from the commissioners?
Motion to approve is submitted.
Motion to approve.
Second.
It's been a motion and a second. All those in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed? All right, and I vote aye, and that is approved.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. And we're moving on to number 11, General Ordinance Number 22627 by Alderperson Close, amending the City of Sheboygan official zoning map of the Sheboygan zoning ordinance to change the use district classification of parcel number 592-816-29560 of 2040 North Avenue, Sheboygan, Wisconsin, from Class Urban Industrial to Urban Commercial classification. All right. Anything further report?
The previous operation was a commercial business. This location was their main office and hub for vehicles and inventory. The applicant would like to operate an educational facility here, which is permitted as a special use in the urban commercial zoning district.
Thank you. Any other comments from commissioners or questions? Yes.
Are there people who would like to answer some questions?
Coming forward and introduce yourself again.
Thank you. I have a couple of questions. You state your number of employees as 50 to 60. You also have parking marked as 6 to 10. Thank you.
So we have two different processes. So there's a morning and an afternoon. So as employees are coming in, employees will be leaving out. There'll never be 60 at once. We just have a number of 60 as we'll have that many employees.
But I'm reading 50 to 60, and the parking spots are 6 to 10.
So I guess, what's the question?
IDET sent that over, but they also have How many locations?
5, well, 7 in
Just doesn't
different
match
cities.
to
Yeah.
me.
But total employees at this location is not 60.
It's not going to be 60 at this location. Yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah.
Okay.
I didn't understand the
But
question. I
just so you
apologize.
know, that's what I'm reading.
Yeah, I apologize. Yeah. No. So we
Okay.
have other locations where we have much larger facilities, and we have that. But in this specific facility, we won't have 50 or 60 employees there. So.
Okay, how many other businesses are there?
So-
And where are they?
So we have locations in Appleton, Oshkosh, Green Bay, Wausau. We're currently in Milwaukee as well. Oshkosh has 2 sites, well, 3, and then Appleton has 2, Wausau has 1, Green Bay has 2. Yeah.
Okay, and your summer hours are 9 until 3, and school hours are 8 AM till 7 PM? But this does not replace school.
So we are an all-ed setting, so kids who don't find success in traditional school settings, they get referred to us. So kids who need a smaller process, more individualized attention, may have specific mental health needs, special needs. We have the ability to give them more individualized attention, take a greater look at their plans, look at if there's any gaps in development, sensory integration, things like that. So we partner with a lot of school districts throughout the state. And right now, it's easier for us to be in Sheboygan as we have kids who travel hours away to access our services. So for us, we're just trying to cut down the travel time to give more education and skill building and less time in a vehicle.
So do you qualify as a charter school? Are you applying to be a charter
We're
school?
already licensed as one, yeah.
Did I miss that? Are you a charter school of the Sheboygan Area School District?
No, we're a private school in the state of Wisconsin.
Thank you.
I just had a follow-up question, just for the record here. It sounds like parking for this location, you plan to have 6 to 10 employees at this location, correct?
Yeah.
Okay.
And at this location, because of the 50 to 60 number of employees being listed, are you planning on 30 to 35 students?
No, that would be a lot. With the kids that we serve, that is a larger number. However, I mean, if we get to that point, then we'll have to talk about building out, expanding. Yeah, but right now we like our summer program. We've already we're looking at referrals. We'll probably have 12 to 15 kids. Yeah.
Thank you.
And I apologize for the confusion. I didn't understand the question at first.
All right. Any other comments or questions from commissioners?
I think as the zoning goes, it's consistent with the other properties along North Avenue, so I would motion to approve on the zoning as submitted.
The motion is made and seconded. All those in favor?
Aye.
And all those opposed? All right, and I vote aye, so that motion is approved. Thank you very much. All right, and moving on to agenda item 12, application for special use permit by Fundamentals LLC to operate a charter school located at 2040 North Avenue.
So it's not a charter school.
So this is the special use that we were just talking about for the last item. This is what the rezone was for. This will be used as an indoor licensed educational facility. The site was selected for its location near other schools and to fill a need in Sheboygan. Fundamentals LLC will offer additional resources for parents and student learning.
Great, thank you. Any comments or questions from commissioners?
Yep, so please, this is a private school versus a charter school?
We are a licensed private school in the state of Wisconsin. Yeah.
Licensed private school. When you say you fill a need for Sheboygan, in my head, I'm saying, please explain what you are thinking that need is.
So we've had great conversations with the city of Sheboygan, the county. We met with the county on several occasions in regards to the need of the children in Sheboygan, children with special needs, the lack of resources for mental health. Right. So our conversation is there. We are a licensed private school. So initially we're coming in to serve not only the school districts, but the county as well. So provide after-school services, summer programming for kids whose needs exceed traditional care. So typically you would send your child to the YMCA or Boys and Girls Club. Our kids, they don't find success there or they need a greater level of service. So we provide that in our facility, giving them that same community feel. So there may be children who have done things in the community that are frowned upon. So we want to rebuild their image. Right, give the community another chance to look at them in a different light, giving them access to resources, taking them to places so they can build their tolerance and their confidence in those places to be safe and be happy. They'll just do that with staff supervision, and eventually and they're not with us, they can go there and they understand the rules, the regulations, and things that need to go on, and how to maintain themselves. And if things become overwhelming, they have the skills from having staff support, so they know what their coping strategies are to find success in those times.
And you are privately funded, tuition-based funded?
So our fund, it all depends on what the service is. So we're contracted with Children's Long-Term Support. We contract with local counties. Our funding comes from different places. To be honest, it's on a referral source to figure out how they're going to pay for it. Our job is to make sure we wrap supports around kids. Honestly, our initiative is reduce recidivism. We have so many kids coming out of incarceration and mental health institutions, bringing them back into communities, which is what we're doing in so many other cities around. And like I said, we're expanding into Milwaukee to do the same exact thing. We're having conversations similar. So it's just a matter of getting an understanding of what is the need, who is the child, and honestly, we have hard conversations if we can get it done. We haven't seen much we have not been able to do because we have great community resources.
And you refer to your employees as staff? They are certified teachers?
So we do have licensed special ed teachers. We call them behavior specialists. We have behavior interventionists. We have clinical members. I'm an LCSW myself, so we have a clinical department. We call them staff because it's easier to but they have different titles within the facility, yeah.
Thank you.
Joe?
Anthony, this one's probably for you. On your drawing package under the building code analysis, you list IEBC level 2 alteration, but you don't reference change of occupancy. I assume you're addressing all of the change of occupancy needs as well?
Yep, we're bringing everything up. All ADA toilet rooms are being redone. ADA entrances, all new HVAC, including up to educational facility standards, new flooring, new ceilings. It's 7,000 square feet of finished space now.
Okay, the other one that might be in there is fire alarm, just checking.
We're under 50 occupants there.
Okay. And then the schedule that was listed was a completion by June 1st, which I think is next week. Are you still on schedule for that?
We are. Drywall is going up right now.
Okay.
Yep, so plumbing's done. Building inspector's coming back through on Thursday. State plans have all been approved. Electrical's approved, inspected, plumbing's improved. Plumbing's inspected, now it's just framing, drywall, and then final occupancy. It may not be June 1st, but yes, we're pushing as fast as we can.
Okay.
All right, any other additional comments, questions?
Second.
All right, the motion is made and seconded. All those in favor?
Aye.
All those opposed? All right, and vote aye. That motion is approved. Thank you very much. Our next meeting is scheduled for June 9th at 4 p.m. I'm looking for a motion to adjourn.
Second.
All those in favor? All right, and the motion has made it. We are adjourned.